Hello and welcome back. And this is part two of overcoming the challenges of public speaking. And once again, we're going to get help from our good friend Richard Asara Stewart of freeingyourvoice.ca. Enjoy. Okay, so this is Colin McLean from colinmclean.com, and today we're going to talk further about the challenges of public speaking and how to overcome some stuff. So we're going to talk now about enunciation.
Sure.
So this is Richard, my mentor and friend, voice coach, actor on stage and on television, and what else do you do? Yoga? You do it all. So bring the expert to you, okay? So enunciation, let's take that away.
So enunciation, another word people use to refer to that is articulation. Right?
Okay.
I believe it used to be referred to as not just, you said enunciation, articulation. There was one other word I'm looking for. It's a very old word, elocution.
Okay, that's really old.
Yeah, it's really old. Not quite that old, but that's the word they used to refer to it. Right?
Gotcha.
An elocutionist was somebody who could speak really well. Okay. So
Okay.
the work that I do is designed to help people free the tension that exists in their articulators. Right? That is the teeth, the tongue, the jaw, and the lips.
Okay.
So this is what you use to form your words.
And usually for me, it's always tight up in here
Right.
when
Okay.
I'm stressed, especially.
For many of us, we house tension in our jaw.
Mhm.
Right? This is an area of primal control. Right? For people who like to know what's going to happen next, they're typically tense here, right? Right? If you're a control freak, your jaw's going to be tight,
Yeah.
right? So, and that mirrors itself throughout the entire body. Okay, that tension is felt everywhere. Okay. Now, the trick about the jaw is that in order to release the jaw tension, you can't attack it directly.
Okay.
Because the jaw is very set in its ways. It's like most of us,
True.
right? Slow to change.
Wife says that.
Right. I've heard that too, right? So, we have to approach the jaw in a bit of an oblique. Right?
Okay.
So, what I mean by that is that we first have to release the tension that exists in the head, neck, and the shoulders.
Okay.
Right? So, a simple way to do that is shoulder rolls. Right? Just rolling the shoulders forwards.
Okay. This way.
Yes.
Okay.
And then just let that go.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe out for a moment. And then rolling the shoulders backwards.
Okay.
Simple exercise you see people do in the gym all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What makes this a useful voice exercise is mindfulness.
Okay.
Right? Is the mindfulness you're bringing to the activity. Now, one of the things I want to suggest is that you always end with rolling the shoulders back rather than forwards. Why is that, you think?
Because you want to open up.
Precisely. You want to
Yeah.
create space.
Mhm.
Okay? So this will close in. If you end with this, you're closing in the top portion of the lungs.
Restriction.
Restriction. You want to
Gotcha.
open
Okay.
in that. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. So another useful exercise for releasing tension in the head, neck, and shoulders. Sometimes, in order to release a muscle, you have to activate it.
Okay.
Okay? So one of the things I like to do with my students and clients is have them press, for example, their right hand against their face. So they're pressing the heel of their palm into their jaw,
Mm-hmm.
and they're pressing their head into their hand. Pressing head into hand, hand into head.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the same work that we did before. Keep the knees soft, allow the belly to be soft, and just breathe that.
Feels relaxed, actually.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And just slowly release your hand off your face and observe any difference between the left and right side.
There feels to be like a massaging happening here.
Good.
Here it's just
A little more quiet.
Try, to get quiet, yeah.
Not much happening on that
Yeah.
side, right? So There's a good reason for that.
Okay.
So in terms of what I said to you about filling the glass from the bottom up,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're bringing the water level now to the top edge of the glass.
Okay.
So you've utilized your grounding, you've utilized your proper alignment, you've created space for breath.
Mhm.
Now you're allowing that breath to fill all the way up.
Okay.
Right? And the way we do that is to rid the head, neck, and shoulders of tension.
Mm.
Okay? So now I'd ask you to press your left hand on the left side of your face.
Okay.
Right? Heel into the palm,
Mhm.
into just underneath the jaw hinge.
Okay.
Okay? And just enjoy that pressure against the jaw hinge
Mhm.
and breathe that. Let your abdomen hang out. Keep your knees soft and breathe.
Hmm.
Good. Resist the urge to need to know what's happening. Just be in the exploration. Just be in the sensation. Right?
Challenge. Okay.
Challenge, right? That's the old jaw wanting to know everything. Okay? And then release your hand off that. Okay? I'm going to ask you to place your right hand on the back of your head and skull,
Okay.
pressing your head into your hand into your head. And you want to do this so that you maintain the symmetry of the body. So don't turn your head this way, look straight ahead. And I'll turn this way so you can, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So there you go.
Mm.
Okay. And you feel the musculature of the back of your head and neck being activated, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right, just breathe that activation. Good. And now release the hand off of the back of the head. Good. So it made you want to stand up a bit straighter, which is great.
Mm. True.
Okay? Right?
Yeah.
So release some of that tension. So now this is a really nice, clear demonstration of structural integrity through the spine.
Oh, good.
Okay? You're
Okay.
standing up really nice and straight now. Right? This is nice and open.
Mm. Okay.
Working from the floor up. Okay? Now, place your left hand on your forehead. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pressing head into hand into head.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, keeping the knees soft, maintaining your sense of grounding through your feet. Allow the abdomen to be released. And just breathe that. We're activating the musculature through the front of the neck and shoulders. And then release your hand off of your head.
Much lighter.
Good, good.
Yeah. I don't feel a weight.
As much weight. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your awareness of your jaw?
Actually, I don't feel it.
Right. So,
no tension.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So the jaw, we have to approach the jaw like a lover.
Okay.
Right. It needs a little bit of foreplay. Okay. It really does. Okay?
It works.
It
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
You have to approach it with a little bit of sugar and spice. You got to wine and dine the
Yeah.
jaw for it to release, because it wants to stay locked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so actors will know this. If they try to release the jaw without warming up the whole body, it'll tense up on them, and that's the exact opposite thing they want them to do. You want it to do. You want it to be
Okay.
able to release. Okay, so we would continue that progression with some other exercises.
Mhm.
Okay, that are similar in that nature. The other one that we could do is just by creating a little bit of heat in your hands.
Okay.
Okay. Because muscle tissue responds well to heat, right?
Yep.
And then we would just place our hands on the side of the face
Mm-hmm.
and just massage down. Right? Now take the heels of the palm and start at the very top, at the side of the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the reason we're doing this is that there's a fissure point here where the temporal bone and the top of the skull meet, and we're just beginning to
Okay.
massage that and releasing that temporal bone down. You massage all the way down, and my glasses are getting in the way.
Okay.
Right? And you spend some time at your jaw hinge.
Mm-hmm.
And just enjoy that. Just spend some time there and enjoy that. Right? This is actually like a little mini vacation for yourself.
It is.
Right? Put your hands
And
right
cheaper
underneath-
too.
right, cheaper too, right? So, right? And just enjoy the tension being released from your jaw hinge. Good. Keep the abdomen soft. So what we're looking for is a nice, loose, floppy jaw.
It
Okay.
does feel loose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Now, one of the things that we can do to help also release tension in the shoulders, exercise I love to use, is marching the shoulders up towards the ears and then marching back down. In fact, we should have done this one first.
Okay.
Shoulders up towards the ears and then marching back down. Good. Shoulders up towards the ears. Now march the ears up towards the ceiling. March shoulders back down. You feel yourself grow an inch?
I did. So by the end of the session, should be 6 foot.
6'5", you know,
Two, okay.
dark and handsome. You know. There you go.
All
Right?
right, exactly.
That's what you're looking for, okay? So, by releasing the musculature of the neck and shoulders, we create an opportunity for the jaw to release. Now, why is that important? Because this allows for freedom of articulation. Okay? It also creates space in the mouth, okay, for the tongue to move. Okay? Now, the next area that I would draw your attention to is the soft palate, okay,
Okay.
which is at the very back of the top of the throat. Okay, and if you trace your tongue to the top of your hard palate, trace it all the way back, and you get that clicking sound,
Yeah.
that's your soft palate. Well, the soft palate has a tremendous capacity for movement. It can actually move down towards your tongue, it can actually move sideways, and it can actually move this way.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to create space back there. One of the ways we can do that is by bringing our awareness to that part of the body by going gi,
Gee.
gay,
Gay.
gay,
Gay.
ga.
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 Okay, you lost me.
All right. So let me try a different one. Let's try ka.
Ka.
Good.
Ka.
Good. And now ka is the only sound you can make with an exhalation and an inhalation. So try it.
Ka.
Good. It's a great one to scare the kids at Halloween, but don't do it too long; it'll dry you out. Okay.
Okay.
But you can feel that soft palate moving now. Okay. So now I want you to try this sound. Hanga.
Hanga.
Good. So we're bringing the soft palate down towards the tongue. Hanga.
Hanga.
Good. Hanga.
Hanga.
So we're hearing a bit of a catch, right? We're hearing a bit of a tension there for you still. Right, that's to do with tension in the back of the neck. Okay.
Okay.
So we'd want to do some more neck, head, and shoulder release before we got to this exercise for you. Okay. But
Okay.
we want to hanga.
Hanga.
Think up on that. Hanga.
Hanga.
Better. Feel that?
So, yeah, felt it.
Right. Okay. Hanga.
Hanga.
Good. So what we're doing here now is we're creating space at the back of the head and throat for the breath to come up, over, and out.
Which would give you more force
Absolutely. Right.
and power. It's good.
And more fluidity. Right? So the breath is just now traveling out, and what's going to be traveling on your breath in terms of speaking?
Well, your speech.
Your
So,
words.
Words,
right?
yeah.
So now your words are just flowing out on your breath. Okay? So we would then bring some awareness, for example, to the lips. Good. So the lips, we can do that trill. So let's play with the idea of playing a trombone or playing a trumpet. Yes, exactly. Let's smaller. Good. Let's try this exercise. Me.
Me.
Just lifting the top lip alone. Me.
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 Good. You can try this with a pencil in your mouth. It really helps to sort of clarify that you only want the top lip to move. And now me, and the bottom lip, me.
Me. Me.
Good. Me, me, me.
Me. Me.
So that's the bottom lip moving, right?
Me.
That's jaw control,
Oh gosh.
right? So me. That's right. So try the top lip. Me.
Me.
So we have to sensitize a little bit. So one thing you can do to sensitize the top lip, just take the fingertips right here and just the very top edge of the outside of the right lip,
Okay.
just on the outside of your right lip, and go. Good. Just feel that for a moment. Release your hand. Hello, lip. You're like, who knew? Hello, right? It's there, but we can't feel it, right?
Yeah.
Now take your left hand on the left side of the lip.
Okay.
This is very thin, sensitive skin. Now try. Me.
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 Good. Me.
Me.
Me, ma, ma, ma.
Me. 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 Ma. Ma.
Good. Prum. Prum. Good. Prumma.
Brumma.
And now we're going to go back to the soft palate. Hanga.
Hanga.
Hanga. Think up for you.
Hanga.
There. Think up. Think the sound going up. Hanga.
Hanga.
Good. Hanga ya ya.
Hanga.
Oh, I threw you for a loop there. I should have done that. So that's the tongue,
Okay.
which we want to do next, okay?
Okay.
All right? So the tongue's kind of hard to see on the camera, so maybe we can find a way that doesn't freak you out or gross anybody out, all right?
True.
So we want to be able to release the tongue and give you this simple exercise. Try releasing your tongue from the very front edge of the tongue out into space. All right? So you have your tongue darting forward like a pencil. So you want to have it a bit wider so just the front edge comes out. So yeah, there you go, exactly. So not sharp, but wide. So go wide and then take it to the top lip. Oh, that's interesting, right? So the tongue is a very mysterious kind of organ. It's got multiple layers of tissue. It can move all these different sorts of directions. And it kind of likes to do its own thing similar to the jaw, right? So we need to bring the tongue into a relationship with our body so that it does what we need it to do,
Okay.
right? So just float the tongue out into the lower lip. Keep it wide. So you're keeping it pointy, which is interesting, right? Spread it wide. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Now spread it wide on top lip. Lower lip. Top lip. Lower lip. Top lip. Good. What does that feel like?
It feels more looser.
Good. Okay.
To have more control over it.
That's what we're aiming towards. That's
Yeah.
what we're moving towards. Okay. So now I want you to place the front edge of your tongue under the lower teeth. Okay, just behind the lower teeth. And we're just going to roll the front edge of the tongue out into space like this. Good. So we heard the catch this time. Interesting, right? So the first time you did it, it came out so free, right? Your body didn't even know what to expect. It's like it couldn't kick in with a habit, okay? Right? So. Good. Good. I'm going to invite you to place your thumbs right underneath your chin here,
Okay.
and feel what happens when you do the tongue roll. Good. So down here is the root of our tongue, where we house a lot of tension. Right. This is a primary area of control, especially in Ontario, in terms of the way we speak.
Okay.
So we have a tight tongue lock type of dialect here.
True.
Okay. So being able to release that, already a bit more freedom. Keep the tongue beneath the lower teeth. Good. Good. Now let's go back to hanga,
Hanga.
hanga,
Hanga.
hanga ya ya.
Hanga la la.
Hold the back of your neck here. Try
Okay.
hanga ya ya,
Hanga la la.
hanga ya ya.
Hanga la la.
Good. Hold the jaw with your own hands. Hold the jaw down.
Okay.
Just keep it stable this way. Hanga ya ya.
Hanga la la.
Hanga ya ya.
Hanga la la.
Good. That's a little bit better. Now, hanga ya ya ma ma ma.
You serious?
I'm serious.
Okay.
I know this stuff is silly, but believe me, it works.
Yeah, it does. It just wrapping my head around the
I know.
dialect of saying it.
Right? We're just rewiring the brain,
Yeah.
making new neural pathways to these parts of the body and the brain, so
Yeah.
it doesn't think it's weird. It just
Yeah.
thinks it's natural. Okay.
Okay.
So, hanga ya ya ma ma ma.
Hangang la la mama.
So that would take a bit of work, but we're getting there.
Okay.
Hanga ya ya ma ma ma.
Hangang la la mama.
Brum. Good. I think we need to shake out some of the tension in your shoulders. So I'm going to try to do. This is also very silly, but it works. Right. So you're moving your arms this way. I just want your chest to move.
Okay.
Good. Get your Caribbean roots out. Hanga ya ya ma ma ma.
Hanga.
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 There you go.
Okay, fantastic.
Right. Go. Hanga. Hanga. Yes.
All right.
Fantastic. Right? Now imagine you want to send the sound up and hit like the back edge of the auditorium that you're speaking in. Hanga.
Hanga.
Good. So you don't use your hand for this. So it's hanga.
Hanga.
Excellent. You hear that?
Yeah, that's a pitch I haven't heard in a very, very long time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hanga.
Hanga.
Right. Much effort involved?
No.
No. But you can hit the back of the room.
Wow. Well, that's
You can
fantastic.
hit the back of any room that you want.
Mhm.
Okay? So when you start to free the articulators in conjunction with the work that we've done before, you're creating a whole system. Right? A whole system that is aligned and available for you to be a good speaker, the best speaker.
Wow. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. Right? So in terms of a sound system, you want to have your bass tones, your mid tones, and your treble tones. Your treble tones exist up here in your head and skull. So it's like you have a really good car system, and you have like a nice subwoofer, and you got some nice, mid tones. Then you have these little tiny tweeters to give you those upper tones.
Yeah.
We're working right now in the tweeter range.
So I'm getting blinged out.
You're getting blinged out vocally.
All right, cool.
All right, good. Any
That's good.
questions?
No, I think I'm good. I have to just keep practicing those dialects, those sounds, getting my jaw relaxed.
Absolutely.
And I like the tongue work. That's great.
Try this. He.
He.
So just go right into the cheekbones. He.
He.
Excellent. Fantastic. He.
He.
Good. What do you feel in terms of your face?
Feels more non-blocked.
Right. So
Yeah.
So the resonating chambers in the head and skull, there's a number of them, but you're hitting those resonating chambers with the sound. He.
Okay.
Right.
He.
Good. Right. So this is adding another dimension and quality to your upper range. Those tweeters I mentioned in your car stereo, you're just giving those tweeters a little bit more pop with this. He.
Okay.
Good. Now, say your full name. Actually, do your introduction again.
Hello, my name is Colin McLean from ColinMcLean.com, and this has been a segment for powerful speaking, and that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So thank you, Richard Asar Stewart,
My pleasure.
the voice actor, the coach, mentor, stage performer, and all that.
Thanks very much. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Did you hear the difference in that intro?
Wow,
Could you
powerful.
feel it?
Yeah, powerful. Thank
That
you.
was terrific. You're quite
Great.
welcome. My pleasure.